What's going on YouTube? Daniel back for episode 18 of the Life series, and yeah, got a fresh update today. This is the first one of 2021, so excited to be doing that. And I feel like, I think it makes sense to just do one of these every month, basically. The first video of every month, I can kind of recap how the last month went. And then, there should be some good updates each time, with the month kind of allowing lots of room for things to happen and evolve and develop and stuff. So let's see how that goes. And yeah, also back from like a 8-kilometer run this morning, starting off my Monday and my week right. Didn't get enough workouts in last week and felt it a little bit. So yeah, want to be on top of it this week. And yeah, so it feels good. I'm going to use the energy and the freshness that comes from being outside on a cold day, going for a run, to jump right into this and make this one happen. So anyways, let's jump in, starting with some gratitude. For the first month of the year, what am I most grateful for right now? And definitely at the top of that list is Lisa, my fiance. She is amazing. I love her very, very much. And she's just so extremely supportive and caring and helpful and loving. And yeah, I could go on. She's really been there for me when I, have stressful scenarios or things that come up. She's just the first person that I can go to, and having that person in my life that I have such a strong relationship with, and that we can spend all our time together. It's just been really amazing. And yeah, I feel like she's having a really, really positive impact on me. So yeah, again, super grateful for Lisa. Shout out Lisa. Yeah. Second thing I'm grateful for is a steady stream of new business this year so far. The holidays last year, November, December, kind of really things tapered off towards the end of the year and got a lot slower. Still had some projects and stuff, but yeah, just felt, a lot slower, and especially December with kind of the holidays and stuff. So, but I feel like, companies have woken up from the slumber, and things are picking up again, and maybe with COVID sort of easing up. Not really, but with that, sort of subsiding to some degree, or people be getting more normal to that, I feel like, business is just sort of churning and really starting to pick up and stuff too. So, or at least that's what I've felt so far. So anyways, really grateful for kind of a steady stream of new opportunities that have come up for my creative services this year. And then thirdly, it's kind of a random thing to be grateful for, but yeah, bear with me a second. Oh. Very grateful for the magic bag. I'm sure you guys all pretty much probably already know what these things are, but let me tell you, I've been sleeping on these things for the first 29 years of my life, and they are amazing. I like to start my day and end my day with them. So yeah, just gonna say it, that they are very very comforting and very cozy, and they're great for work from home. You got to go sit in your office chair in the morning. It's kind of cold and stuff, so you bring one of these guys with you. You bring your coffee. That just makes for a great, relaxing session to catch up on emails or whatever it is that you do to start your day. So yeah, shout out Magic Bag. Very grateful for these, and not sure why I was sleeping on them for so long. Next, we are moving on to the actual update section. So what kind of have I been up to, and what have I done in the first month of 2021? Let's pull up the agenda here. So I wrote down 5 kind of key things. So the first one, talked about new business. So yeah, picking up from that, started this year with basically 7 new clients. So that's quite a bit for me. All of these clients are basically in the creative services industry. So either it's for photography or video production. So it's getting a bit more specific as well. It's not, kind of random social media, website project here, content here, and like spread out of different kind of things. It's really been focused on that video production aspect and some photography as well. So that's where I want to be. That's what I wanted to set up and stuff. And it's nice to kind of see that starting to happen. So some of those 7 projects I've already wrapped up, delivered them and build them out, which is great. And some are kind of just getting started. So yeah, that's been great to see. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of month 1, really, really good start in terms of growing the business and generating revenue. So I'm excited about that. Update number 2 is, this is probably the one that I'm arguably most excited for. And it's just the fact that I put out a YouTube video every week of 2021 so far. And as you may or may not have seen in my previous video, the big, hairy, audacious goal for 2021, yeah, I wanted to make it a goal of 2021 to put out a new YouTube video every week, and really want to stick with that and kind of see what momentum and what kind of learnings will come from doing that. So I feel like, yeah, it's been a really solid start on that end of things. This week, this video was supposed to be out last week, so I'm a little bit behind on that, but still, this will be my 6th video, I believe, once this is out. Yeah, so again, feel really good about that. It's been a lot of work, but I feel like I'm getting slowly kind of more and more efficient with putting out content and creating that content. And I feel like the ideas for what I can create is just going through the roof. I feel like I'm really kind of figuring out what kind of topics I like to talk about, i.e. personal growth, basically, personal and professional growth. So I can think of a ton of different sort of ideas that I want to do in that sort of category. So yeah, I feel like the YouTube kind of hustle and the YouTube grind is going to be a big part of this year for me, as I wanted it to be. And so far, it's off to a really good start. So yeah, very excited about that. Next, I have, I read a book. It's the book with Bob Iger. I think it's called The Ride of a Lifetime, and it's about, his, it's like an autobiography of Bob, I think it's Bob Iger, yeah? But largely focused, of course, on his 15-year being the CEO at Disney and kind of everything that took place there. So wow, what an amazing, inspiring book to read, and I just finished it. And the next book that I'm about to start is the Barack Obama book. I think it's called A Promised Land. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, looking forward to getting to that next. So I've been enjoying, doing more reading. And I feel like I really wanted to learn more this year about different kinds of things and stuff. So yeah, excited about that, and definitely recommend that autobiography by Bob Iger. Next, I have, it's a bit more of a personal one, but it's something that we're working on. When I say we, it's Lisa and I, but of course planning the wedding. So that is taking place this year, later in the year. And I feel like we've made a lot of progress on it already. I feel like it's been a very smooth sailing process so far, which has been awesome. You hear a lot of stories about how much work it is, and it has been, it's been work for sure. But I feel like we're doing a really good job of just being decisive on things, and a couple of good recommendations from some friends on kind of who to hire for what and stuff. So yeah, I feel like it's been a smooth process. Definitely shout out to Lisa. I think she's been leading the way for sure, and putting a lot of those pieces together, but I've made some solid contributions as well. And so far so good. We have all the major things locked in, like venue, catering, and photographer. What other big things are there? Just lots of the big things are locked in, basically. So I feel like we're nearing done, other than like the details, and like I gotta buy cool suits and stuff still. But yeah, it's been really good progress so far, and we still have quite a bit of time. So yeah, all positive on that front as well. And then last update here is stock portfolio has been performing really well to start this year off. Yeah, and actually I just passed just over 11 grand of capital gains from the TFSA portfolio that I set up in the last quarter of last year. Basically since middle of November, it's gone up just over 11 grand basically. So, largely contributors of that are Tesla has had an insane run for the past few months. So well over 100% return on that one. I've talked about Zeebic absorption already, or Zybec absorption. That's well over 100% return as well. And then more recently, the cryptocurrencies as well that have done super, super well. And also a big believer in just renewable energy. So I have quite a few ETFs in kind of the renewable energy space. So altogether, really proud of kind of that milestone of passing that $10,000 of gains mark. And I'm excited to kind of see where it goes from here as well. So it's been adding quite a bit of revenue to the monthly sort of stream. And of course that can go away and change at any moment. But so far, yeah, it's been a really solid few months. Yeah, that's been a cool update. Lessons learned. Well, I'm learning that I like to read in the morning. I always say to myself that I'm going to read the last hour of the day or the last half hour of the day when I'm in bed. But at that point, I'm so tired, and usually just want to spend some time with Lisa, and that's kind of our only time to just sort of chill and hang in the evenings and stuff. So I feel like in the evenings doesn't happen for me, but if I wake up a little bit earlier and I make time in the morning, then that's when I really want to, I like to just have a coffee, use the magic bag, and get some reading done. So yeah, learning that you got to make time for these goals, and if you don't optimize that time, then you're not going to get much done. So just kind of realizing, okay, morning's a better option for reading, sticking to that, and so far it's helped me complete that first book, which had a slow start to the start of the year, but now now it's done. So kind of that switch from evening to morning made all the difference basically. So yeah, that's been a good learning. Next thing is pre-production. So pre-production for video production, or just creative production in general. But the whole idea of spending, a few weeks or however much time you have to plan your content before you go and shoot it, what a game changer that can be when you really dive into the pre-production and start to understand what you're creating before you even go and touch the camera and create it. It just makes such a big difference in the outcome of not just the production day, but it makes the edit so much easier as well, because you already thought through how that's going to look and what's going to happen, and the message of your product as well. So yeah, I feel like I've been really getting better at the pre-production side of things and noticing how much of an impact that has on my work as well, for clients, but also for my own content on YouTube and stuff too. So yeah, learning again that pre-production is no joke. Spend the time planning it, writing the script, the storyboard, whatever it is that you need to do. It has an immense impact on the quality and the conciseness of the message at the end of the day. So yeah, big believer in that. And then lastly, I would say is accountability works. That's definitely a lesson as well. And this is something that is not new, and I probably knew to some degree before as well. But just putting it out there that I wanted to publish a YouTube video every week this year has created this immense sort of momentum and accountability to myself. And I put it out there for anybody to see. So I don't want to fail in public. I'd rather succeed. So it adds that bit of pressure to kind of get over perfectionism, get over those roadblocks that would normally come up when it comes to creating content, and just make it happen, put it out there. So now that I've said it and people are expecting it, or they're at least watching to see if I do in fact fail or if I succeed, that kind of has created this sort of immense accountability and desire to succeed at this YouTube thing. So I feel like that's been really powerful for me, and I'm enjoying the progress that's been made so far. And again, I'm just seeing how much room there is to grow here still. So if I can keep this up, then yeah, really excited about that. So yeah, those are my lessons learned. Oh, wins. Talked a bit about the investment portfolio. So one of the big wins is, and I talked about this on my Twitter quite a bit, but I've invested into crypto, most notably Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, that's all the crypto I've invested in so far. There's others that I want to get into as well, but I haven't researched enough yet, so not going there just yet. But Ethereum, for instance, that investment is now up 75%. So that's been a huge contributor to the growth inside of my TFSA, which has been awesome. So yeah, it's had a crazy run over the last, even just the last week, basically. So that's been really cool. And I mean, if you look at all the research out there and what everyone else is saying that knows way more about this than me, it's that Ethereum is going to have a very big February, but also a very big year in general. So if that interests you, check it out, learn about it, and figure out if that's something that you want to get into or not. But yeah, I'm a big believer, and I'm looking forward to kind of see that continue to grow. So that's been a big win. Lastly, on the wins. Yeah, it's just been cool to, now that I'm putting out content a bit more regularly on YouTube, just seeing that, getting a few extra views on videos and a couple random subscribers that aren't, my friends, that's really nice to see. So if that's you, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you very much. And I hope to welcome lots more of subscribers to the community this year. So yeah, just kind of really encouraging to see that little bit of traction on YouTube. And again, if I can keep that going, I can only imagine the momentum that will start to create as we move towards middle and end of this year, basically. So yeah, that's the wins. And then lastly is current challenges. The only thing that really came to mind here was last week was I think I struggled a little bit with my mental health, and yeah, I got pretty quiet on social media. I haven't used Instagram really at all for a week or 2 weeks now. Which is, kind of different for me, and usually I'm pretty active on that platform. But I just haven't wanted to see too much of what other people are doing, or yeah, it just kind of wanted to put my phone down and just kind of focus on me and my own health and stuff. But I think, you know, I just felt a little bit of anxiety last week, and I know that everyone has their ebbs and flows and ups and downs and mood changes as things kind of go on in life and stuff. But you know, and I'm totally fine. There's no concerns. But yeah, it was just, you know, one of those weeks where I didn't feel as energetic or excited or into what I was doing, and you know, maybe caused some doubts and concern, things like that. Basically, just want to say again that, you know, I don't have perfect mental health. Obviously, last week was a struggle for that, and that happens, and I know that's just sort of a regular part of life. And what I'll share is that, you know, two things that helped with that was exercise, getting outside and or inside, you know, just exercising, getting the blood flowing, getting the heart rate up. Always feel better after I do something like that, and then also just, you know, having friends to talk to and vocalizing how you're feeling and kind of talking through why and yeah, that kind of things. Just hearing it out loud and talking through it with friends, I think has been a huge help as well. And talking through it with Lisa, of course, too, and stuff. So yeah, you know, that's probably something I struggled with a little bit, but I already feel a lot better this week. And again, starting the week strong with the run today, and I'm feeling really motivated and good to go this week. So again, that's the ebb and flow. It's gonna go up and down and stuff, but that's part of life, I guess, right? So yeah, that's it. I hope this was shorter. I don't know. I feel like I've been talking for a while. So let's see where it ends up. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys next month for another update. And of course, 3 more videos coming in February, 1 every week. So stick around, and yeah, we'll see what we're creating. I don't know what I'm creating this week yet, actually. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Peace and love. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for tuning in, and happy Monday.